So a couple things that I want to talk about is right now I've got we're filming about 5 miles away, and the wind's blowing a little bit, and you can kind of see the picture jiggle a little bit here and there. So you want to make sure you got a good tripod. This is our small backpack tripod, what we normally would take, and we try to use this to take pictures. The great thing about phone scope is that they've got a Bluetooth button that you can push, and you can start video, stop video with it. You can capture pictures with it just by hitting the button rather than touching the scope, because I'm just going to barely touch the scope and you can see it bounce. And at 5 miles away, that's pretty significant. I am barely touching the thing. And the wind affects it as well. I'm going to pan around a little bit and you can kind of see it jiggles a little bit here and there. But so if you don't have to touch it, don't touch it. A lot of guys will get it set up and they'll go and they hit to take a picture, and the whole thing kind of jiggles and their pictures all come out blurry. So that's just a little tip you might want to think about utilizing. Let me loosen this up a little bit. I set it up backwards. That's okay. What we want to do is get up into these pines up here on the hill. Let's come back over a couple ridges. Right there we go. There's a bunch of pines right there. It is a north-facing slope. There potentially could be some animals in there. This is a south-facing slope. Potentially animals in there. You can see there's some scrub oak. But at 5 miles away, you can see with me moving around how jumpy it is. It's really not bad, but I want to give you a little bit of footage. This is huntable. It's a pain in the butt to get to. It's a heck of a walk. But it definitely is a good huntable patch of timber that you can get into. There's not a lot of timber around on this particular hillside. The closest timber is another 5 miles away, so this is a good area to look on this north-facing slope. It starts getting kind of hot in the summer, and your hunts are getting ready to start in August. These thick pines are a great place to go. So anyway, that's just kind of give you a little bit of an idea as to how the phone scope works. It's got some adapters and stuff. Your phone fits into it. You hook it up, and boom, there you go. So this is the actual footage from my iPhone 6 through a Vortex spotting scope to give you an idea as to what you can see. You'll see on the video me zoom in and out. You can tell, I mean, I know it's kind of hard depth perception wise in a camera, but I had on the window mount earlier, and now I've got on our little backpack tripod, which is what we take. And you can see that as a crow flies, good 5 miles away. To actually hike there, I've got to drive about 15 miles from where I am right now to where I've got public access, and then I can, it's about a 4 mile hike to get up on top. Well, I use a four-wheeler to get partway there, but I end up having to hike a total of 4 miles to get to the basin. There's a little basin over on the ridge over right here that I can camp in, and then I can sit right up here in that saddle and glass down into this basin to make it all happen. So, and it's not easy, it's super steep, but and getting them out's not fun either. It can be pretty tough. The nice part is you can drop down onto this bench and come across, but you know, it's not a super easy hunt. There's the reason why there's a bunch of big bucks up there is because with a bow it's hard to get close enough to them. Number one. Number two, getting them out is a tough one, especially when it gets hot. And you cannot hunt this on the extended hunt. Archery hunt, this area is not included. But anyway, one of these days when I've got more time, we'll get out here and we'll get some elk and stuff videoed on here of what's going on, and let you see animals and some other fun stuff. There's some elk and stuff on a mountain ridge over from this that we can go and videotape. I just don't have time to do it today, but we wanted to at least get some footage for you so you can see what it looks like. Pretty sweet stuff. If you've got a scope already, get a hold of Phone Scope people and on their website and for Phone Scope, and put in your phone type and all that information and the scope you're going to use, and you can get everything ordered. It'll run you anywhere from $70 to $100, just depending upon what you have. And if you do change phones, all you got to do is change the case. Everything else will still match. It's all interchangeable. Or if you've got multiple scopes that you want to, or multiple phones that you want to use on multiple scopes, you can do that too if you've got an older phone. If you want to do a DSLR, you can do that as well. They've got them for other cameras. There's other brands out there. We just use Phone Scope because that's what we've got. You guys have a good day, and we'll catch you on the next video.